All right, man, what's going on? It's Cool Water, the digital dope man from Barroom Chats. And today we're going to briefly talk about the Big Three, Ice Cube's Big Three basketball league. Cube has managed to pull off something, man, that I think a lot of folks have not been paying attention to, which is he has a viable black-owned basketball league that he owns, operates, and controls, even though he does have I think he still has a white business partner, but he is the sole proprietor, controllee, owner, operator of the league. So we'll say the title of this podcast is From Renegade to Legacy, because Cube, most of you all know, started out cussing out the world with F the police, gangster, a bitch is a bitch, the nigga you love to hate, who's the Mac, what else, man? Today's a good day. Most of them songs, wasn't user friendly, and he was looked at as a dangerous individual. And then when he got conscious and got down with the Nation of Islam, he started spitting that juice. Kill Uncle Sam, Cave Bitch. He just went in. No more Vaseline when he had to go, he had to go up against the team, the NWA family, he had to go up against them. So here this dude has started out being an angry individual to now he has become a Hollywood mogul. He put his son on in Straight Outta Compton biopic. He has given more jobs probably than President Trump. He done put Chris Tucker on. He done put Mike Epps on. He done put on a whole host of other comics and actors and actresses. And, turned into America's Dad in a funny kind of way with Are We There Yet with Nia Long. And now and then he got Hollywood Squares where you got the game show. He produced that. Now he is producing and in full control of the Big Three. The Big Three is dynamic in its own right because he's really ignited the fire for a lot of old school NBA players to be able to come back to the court with the lights on, with the cameras on, and still get some of that shine that they wish they could get from way back. Cube then brought a lot of jobs to the picture. You got coaches that's coaching that would probably never get a job in the NBA. Dr. J, the lady, the white lady that is revered to be one of the top female basketball players in the world, Hall of Famer, coaching Power, forgot her name. Couple of other folks, up and coming announcers. They get to go over there and practice. You see, so he's creating an entity that allows for people to be able to express themselves on a semi-world stage, coming through his situation. The Big Three, the games are exciting. The first year was kind of iffy. Allen Iverson was having some issues. He couldn't seem to get right. And then the next year, now it's the second year, it's starting to smooth out. They're starting to get, quality players. A lot of these guys, man, who was nice in the league, in the NBA, they coming to the Big Three and they showing up to be, nice, and they getting their groove back. And he giving a lot of these OGs the opportunity to get their life back. Because it's one thing to taste the fame and have the money, but it's another thing when all that the lights and the people go away and you just sitting around and you got a bunch of bread but ain't nothing bubbling. You're not that dude no more. They're not looking for you. They ain't hot on you like they did, when you was 25, when you was 32. They ain't checking for you. So this give the opportunity for a lot of these dudes, man, to be able to get some shine. Got the cheerleaders, you know what I'm saying, who may not be NBA ready, NFL ready, but they could go to the big three and they bubbling. They look just as cute, just as fine, you know what I'm saying, just as sexy as the professional cheerleader. They get to do it on the stage they cubed and built. So a lot is going on with the big three. I think the big three is going to be around for a while. Fox has picked it up and is broadcasting the in between NBA and football season, so that's huge, for the Cube Vision family. Let's see how long he keeps it. I know the minister, was invited and he didn't really want to go because he didn't want to stir up no ruckus because everybody know his MO and he's dealing with, Cube is dealing with a lot of the folks that control entertainment and media. But, he came out, showed love. He came out twice. There ain't been a lot of fuss about it. Ain't nobody said nothing about it. So that's been good. That's a blessing. And, let's just see how long he's able to hold on to this product and continue to develop it and get it to the heights that it needs to be, man. I think Ice Cube has a good situation going. The dude, what can you say? Married for 25 years, you know what I'm saying? One of the greatest rappers in history, turned around and, wrote, produced, directed the Players Club, put that out there, got talked about like a dog, and then boom, came back with some more work. And little by little, he crawled into the top of the food chain, and now he that guy. He the mogul. The success factor has not really been looked at from him being a renegade to him leaving a legacy like we do with some of the white guys that we see on TV, on the Shark Tank. We see in certain business realms. We following they blueprint, but we don't never really get to see none of our own. Cube or Damon Dash, Jay-Z, Master P is a prime example. He been hot. He ain't never fell off. Even though him and the record companies fell out of pocket, he been 100 with keeping his business foyer and his entity. He has a basketball league that is male and female where they play on the same team. Now, that'll probably never make it to the prime time. It may get secondary looks. But it may not make it to the level of an Ice Cube because, they still mad at P because P walked away with a lot of money. He kept all the masters. He kept all the royalties and stuff. So, a lot of the white folk ain't too pleased with that. You feel me? That's why you don't hear a lot of his music rotating on the radio unless a DJ play it during the mix. He kind of blackballed to some regards, but who knows? So, big up to Ice Cube, man, for the big three. I look forward. Last night's game had me on the edge of my seat. All three teams was hot. They was bubbling. And I just can't wait, man, to get my opportunity to go to the game. Hey, man, it's cool water. Check me out, ishiphopdead.com. Please go over there, look at the blog, look through the content. I'm trying to put together some stuff that y'all can use. Subscribe. Let's talk. Let's build. Let's politic. Tell your friends, your neighbors. Also be on the lookout. TheDigitalDopeMan.com. That's going to be my home base. We getting that ready to go and reestablished and rebuilt. And then look for the lecture series, Who Killed the Black Entrepreneur? The African American Entrepreneur's Holocaust, coming soon. So we own it. Podcast right now, bubbling. Ballroom chats. Get at me. Like, share, comment, do your thing. Peace and stay blessed. Holla.